blastmusic247.com. We're changing the industry one artist at a time.
In the center.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Welcome, everyone. It is the center once again, Friday nights. The boy Veep in the building, and my man Mike Precise, and of course, D-Ray, the producer, in the building. My brethren, how are you doing this evening?
All right. We here.
We are indeed here. Yeah.
If we here, we doing all right.
That is indeed a fact.
Okay, hold on a sec. D-Ray, do me a favor. Just text T Walker, have him hop out and hop back in.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
I got it.
So yeah, this week went by relatively quick, at least for me. Mind you, I work Sunday through Wednesday, 10 hours a day. But once that Wednesday comes and I go into Friday, it's just crazy fast. All right, he got it.
Yeah.
So Mike, what's up with you, man? How's your week been?
The week has been put like this. I choose to smile. I choose to laugh. I choose to, have that those duck feathers, let everything roll off, and keep my joy, as they say in the scripture. I'm trying to keep my blood pressure low, man. So no matter what is going on, work is a mess, but the rest is blessed. There you go. Work is a mess, but the rest is blessed. There we go. That's my best freestyle right now.
Well, I know it's been a challenging week for some, and I appreciate those who are going through the struggle, that they're hanging in there, and constantly stay strong, people. I know it's tough out there, but
yeah.
Perseverance, patience, you can get through this, and we're here to try to help entertain, to help you get your mind somewhere else, and we love to talk about hip hop. So we got this, brother. I'm gonna be honest with you. T Walker was referred to me by one of our podcasters, Sunshine, and she said this brother's dope. I let D-Ray. We heard some of his freestyles. I was loving it. So I'm gonna jump right in, and I'm gonna let him tell his story to us, because there's going to be a lot more than we expect. So, ladies and gents, it's my man, T Walker, in the building. What's going on, brother?
Peace and love, all is well.
Hey,
what's good? Good.
I'm looking forward to chopping it up and building with y'all for sure.
We appreciate your time, man. So
definitely,
tell us where you're from, and what's up with you.
Born in Wilmington, Delaware. Moved to Jones County, Maysville, North Carolina. Raised between there and Jacksonville, North Carolina. And I'm currently in Greensboro. After I left Jacksonville, went to Winston-Salem State. Mm-hmm. From Winston-Salem State, went to Delaware, back to North Carolina. Started my nonprofit organization with my brother, and we've been running ever since.
Wait a minute. You didn't tell me you was Ramley. Oh, come on, dude.
Oh, yeah. For sure,
man. Okay. SU is in the building. All right.
Absolutely.
All right.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So,
Cool.
could you tell us a little bit about your nonprofit, bro?
Yeah, so Soul Society, support, opportunity, unity, leadership. Those are the 4 cornerstones of the organization. And my brother, my first cousin, but I always refer to him as my brother because that's how we move. We have been, just discussing things. Our grandfather is very influential, in our lives because of things he did in the community. But also, that's my father right there, by the way, Apostle Terence Walker.
Welcome, Apostle Walker.
But he was very influential in his community, and he had a huge impact on our life. So that kind of is what moved us, into, that type of space outside of the fact that there was just violent activity that was, growing, in our hometown. And instead of constantly talking about problems, we figured we could be a solution through the channels of things that we do. We operate, in the area, in the community, in the city out there. I'm an artist, so one of the other ways, that I knew to connect with people and also spread a message or bring together people in a positive way was through the arts, so we started doing art gallery, based experiences, poetry, based things, going into schools and different things like that, as our solution. But that was the start of our organization, Soul Society, and that was summer of 2015.
Well, first and foremost, now that I know that your dad is watching, I'm gonna chill out because normally, and seeing Veep know, and Mike does too. I'm chilling out tonight. That ain't the only reason I'm chilling out tonight, but I'm chilling out tonight.
Do you? You know what I mean?
No, I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna do subtle me tonight. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna get that Kente fanny pack that I ain't seen since 1991. That's on the wall.
On the wall right
really
there.
Want that. The only thing is the Boys the Men cane that we used to have back in the day. I used to love that. Anyway,
my grandfather just came back from Ghana recently, and he brought that from
Ghana. Come on, really?
That's the legit.
Oh, that's the legit stuff.
Yeah. For sure.
That ain't that MLK knockoffs.
That's not the magic mall. Yeah, that's not the flea market, man. No.
That's not the flea market. So my question to you, T. Walker.
Yeah.
What made you fall in love with hip hop?
Man, I've been immersed in the hip hop. You feel me? Like my dad, introduced me to DMX. My mom,
Wait, Apostle Walker DMX?
No. This is real life things right there. You know what I mean? That's why I say, he a real person. You know what I mean?
Right.
So he introduced me to DMX.
Wow.
But outside of just introducing me to it, he played, slipping for me several times until I really got it and understood. And it would be later, that I would find out that which is also part of my story of being able to tell stories through art. I understood why that song resonated, with him. My mom, was hip hop. I'm talking Minister Society, Boys in the Hood were the type of movies, that I saw in my home. Hearing R&B music being played, listening to Doggy Style, in my home, and singing in the church choir at the same time, so, but these are the things that contributed to just me in general. But as far as hip hop, that's where I fell in love with hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Hearing this just around constantly, but like I said, the movies. So those are hip hop influenced movies. Ice Cube in movies. I'm seeing rappers as actors, all of that type of stuff. That was it.
That's dope.
Real dope. Yeah.
You got a question, Mike?
Yo, so I got questions. I got mad questions, but I'm gonna skip around. I just make notes. But would you consider yourself a conscious MC, or is just what flows from you just flows from you?
I mean both. I feel majority of the game is conscious. It just depends on the title that you put on conscious. But my title of it is awareness. I'm aware, of where I'm at. I feel people that's, make music that people consider destructive are also aware of where they at. They just sharing from their experience and from their perspective. You know, even if the glorification of it is sometimes in ways that I don't want to see it, but
yeah,
I have to. I sometimes I have to look at the perspective of damn, but this is our news. When Chief Keef was first introduced, when real music was coming on the scene and stuff like that, it got so much flack and it was bigged up in so many different areas, and I had to take a step back myself, and think about art, because I'm like, Chief Keef was 15. I was getting the perspective of a 15-year-old growing up in Chicago, experiencing what he was experiencing at that time. Yeah. So for him, his intention was the glorification. This is what I experienced. This is what I'm living. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've gotten used to seeing bloodshed, so I'm kind of traumatized. I don't know that I'm speaking from that experience, but us as adults, had an opportunity, if nothing else, an opportunity to look at it and be like, what is happening in Chicago? Yeah. It ain't just Kanye and Lupe. Yeah. We got this over here too.
Yeah, it's a deep situation.
Yeah, for sure. And hip hop allowed us, or allowed some of us, and for the most part, to be able to see that as well.
Yeah. So man. T, who is your hip hop influencers? Like the people that made you really listen to what they're saying?
Well, he got a clue. He wearing a clue.
Yeah, I see
a big clue that he's wearing.
I see it, but we're not gonna go by what we see.
I'm Jay, Wayne, Kanye. I listen to a lot of Zero. I was fortunate to have that that Napster space, so I could find all types of music.
No doubt.
At a rapid, speed. And Jacksonville, North Carolina is a military town, so I grew up, around a rap group by the name of Versatile Kings, but some of them was from Texas, Chicago, places in the Midwest. So I'm discovering, at that time, and listening to Do or Die, Crucial Conflict. All these types of things, so all of that, is what I'm influenced by. But at that same time, R&B, was popping at that time. I sang in the church choir, so I'm experiencing the Kirk Franklin version of gospel at that time, where it's jamming, which is crazy because I'll be in a spot now and they might blend Juvenile with Kirk Franklin and it go off.
Yeah.
You feel me? But yeah, all of that, and gospel at that time was having that hip hop twist to it, which was drawing in, that younger crowd, that younger generation. So all of that was all of those were different influences.
Hey, I love it. What you got to do, right?
So growing up near and around Jacksonville, so during the time, if I'm getting the time right, you were there right before J. Cole started hitting off. So here's my question: who is, besides yourself, who is the hottest MC that coming out of North Carolina? Because we got some heavy hitters.
For sure. Man, see, that's interesting because for me, I'm immersed in the hip hop that's happening right now, and I know some crazy spitters. I'm on tour with one of them. Her name is Troy. Man.
Now for me, everybody says J. Cole. Don't get me wrong, and that's cool. That's fair. But for me,
you got him. You got Fonte.
Fonte is my dude, and Rhapsody is just out of this world.
I know it's rap in North Carolina. Okay.
Yeah, she's from a small little town. I think it's called Snow Camp, North Carolina, in the middle of the boonies.
Yeah. Snow Hill, and she went to NC State.
Right. Yeah.
And she was in she used to be a part of a group called Cooley Hot. And they were dope. And what was cool about that was because I was that was when I really started listening to Rhapsody heavy. She had something called Honda Accord music. when Rick Ross was doing playback music, and I was working at Foot Action, and all of like it seemed like all of the Jamila artists, all of their music videos were playing in Foot Action. So I'm watching their music videos all day. I wish I could remember my man from Winston that was signed to them.
Oh, I know who you're talking
Big
about.
Remo.
Yeah, but shout out to
He was fired.
shout out to Ninth Wonder, shout out to the Big Pooh, Little Brother. Shout out to all of them for real.
For sure.
What you got, Mike?
No, he caught me by surprise. So I would like to hear a little bit more about your art, man.
We'll get there.
I look back at the I found one of your videos, and there was a lot of stuff in this gallery. Is that the facility that you guys work from?
Nah. So we were doing things in different gallery spaces. That exhibit that you saw, I feel like probably was in the CVA downtown Greensboro, and I had just pitched one of my ideas to them, and they allowed me to utilize their space, to do it. And they extended my time to utilize the space. They let me know. They were like, we don't have a lot of like funding, but any resources you may need to, whereas you won't have to spend money, to pull this thing off, we might be able to, assist you with. And I was grateful for that, because I was really just, pitching an idea, just shooting my shot. And I wasn't expecting none of the extras.
Word.
So, I got a chance to pull off and experience that. So it's a spot downtown Greensboro, and I knew that they were putting together their Black History, month exhibit. And I had helped them find artists for one of them, and then the next year I was doing something else, so I couldn't. And it was a cool experience, but I also knew that regardless, it wasn't going to be to the height it could be, because it was white people that was putting it together. And I had a real good relationship with the girl Devin, so I reached out to her. And I was like, listen, I know somebody that has an experience, and I kind of gave her a brief synopsis of what it would be. And she was like, who is it? And I was like, it's me. She was like, bet, you got it. Because she had already been allowing me to use the space for other things. So I was like, yeah, let me do it. And that was just me shooting my shot. And I'm on my 4th extended, exhibition.
Wow, that's nice. That's nice.
Yourself in one. I love it.
Art and hip hop definitely go together, as we all know.
Absolutely.
So, have you had any background with graffiti?
I haven't. One of my brother's main that was a part of the exhibit. That was that he had a huge background in graffiti, and it was just dope to hear him talk about, his experience. But also, like, he had this really dope poem that he had written about it, one time. Sunshine knows, man. She'll tell you all about, our brother. But, yeah.
There's a brother. I have a really good friend that, offline. There's a brother that I went back to high school with, and he's making moves that's very close to the same type of moves that you're making. He's out of Brooklyn, and I would love to connect y'all.
Please do. I just came back from Brooklyn about a month or two ago, and as I was exploring, like, I can see, why the creative energy there is, the way it is, I mean, because you have to be innovative, sometimes, and with the way that people were finding these different nooks and crannies to tag, to like create, I just love the idea. That was dope, for sure.
Yeah,
no doubt, Shine. So what we're gonna do right now, we got my man's freestyle that we're gonna go ahead and play, and then we'll come back and talk with T Walker right here on the center. Check it out.
was reminiscing of when the caught the garden hose for all the seasons.
Yes, indeed. That was fire, my brother.
I can't even front. That was dope.
Love it, love it. So you named it, if I'm correct, Red Button. What made you title it Red Button Freestyle?
Well, Drake had actually just dropped, I can't remember, for All My Dogs. That was like on the extended version. The name of that song, Red Button, was on the extended version, and I immediately just went and found that beat and was like, because I was in a mode at the time where I hadn't really been rapping. I had been with either poetry or I had the water, you know what I mean, live alkaline water. So I was pushing the water. I was in art galleries. I have a festival that I curate, so I was doing that. And I really wasn't, in the mix with rap. And I had just gotten into a space where I was like, hold on, I think people forgot that I can like really do this though. Like, and the poetry and the rap feeling, I really was able to feel the difference in like, okay, performing this feels different than like MCing on stage, rocking the crowd was different. I'm like, I haven't done that in a minute, and I feel like people forgot, so I had gotten into a mode where I was just like rapping, and I found that beat and just instantly like went on it, and I was like, I ain't naming it anything different. I just hit the red button.
brother, don't. This is just my humble opinion. We don't really know each other like that, but don't stop again. Don't stop. I told Veep, when he sent me your info. I'm an old school dude, right? I'm very picky. I'm an old New York rap guy. So if you know your history of New York and hip hop, New York people always think everything always has to flow from New York and it has to be a certain way, and us old guys is kind of rigid with it. But do you to me, your delivery, even the style, though, on your project, it's like you drinking something, you clearing your throat. It's just you just being completely yourself on the project, and that's like super appreciated. That's so real. I'm thinking about biting off of you.
Okay. Now you done it. Now we're gonna have to develop an anti-biting policy on this thing. Nobody's gonna have to do that.
For my generation, that's an ultimate comment. I mean, that's an ultimate compliment. D-Ray, I'm joking. No biting allowed that's rule number one in hip hop. No, but you are up. You're upper echelon level. You up to me. To me, you upper echelon level. That project that I bought, by the way, Yo, you don't see why that is not in line with a Grammy nominated artist. I think you're that good.
Yeah.
Respect.
I
I honestly think you're that good.
Coming soon.
Yeah, bro. Don't stop.
No doubt.
Grind till there's no microphone left.
Sure.
Grind that joker till there's nothing left.
Yo, I'm on it.
Definitely.
I appreciate that.
What you got, D-Ray?
I echo Mike's sentiment, but when I was listening to it, every now and then I listen to an actual lyricist, and I detect a mission. I don't detect somebody that's out to, don't get me wrong, he is Grammy level, but I get from this guy that he's about the mission first. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so,
from what you got going on.
Exactly. And so, I read somewhere in a book that seek ye first the kingdom of God, and everything else will be added unto you.
Yeah.
And so I kind of feel like this dude is putting that into motion. So my question on your creative process is
my question. Just my next question.
Then why I gotta take your question? If it was your question, you would have said it. Anyway, I don't know why Mike trying me tonight, man. He know that this brother's dad is watching. That's what it is.
That's right.
He's trying to get me told on. That's what it is.
Respect the pops.
Yeah. But anyway, no. All love. So as far as your creative process, what happens first? Is it the lyrics and then you find the beat, or then you hear the beat and then the lyrics come find you? Where is your creative process in that?
It's no chronological order with that. Cause like sometimes I ride, I'm always on the road, so sometimes I'm in the car, I just have beats playing, just freestyling to myself. So I probably always just got something in the chamber, just ready, and and I go into sessions where then the beat is played first, and I might write something new or one of those things that's in the chamber, now I don't sit and like just write like I used to. So a lot of it is really like, that's really my process while I'm moving on a daily basis, while I'm thinking, sometimes if I'm not thinking about a particular thing, I might be, playing back my day and probably might be formulating a verse, about it as well. And all those bars might not be used. It might be 3 or 4 that end up actually making it on wax. But my process is, I guess, daily, as I'm moving, my experiences always will end up on wax anyway. So that's kind of, what it's like for me.
So what I wanted to do is I wanted us to show your soul soliloquies opening day, and then we'll have you break down what was going on for us, and we'll learn a little bit more about that again. So let's check right here.
Soliloquies, we live and direct. Bring your mask, bring your headphones. Yeah. I had to exhibit up for 2 months. Okay. I'm gonna be rotating codes and updating codes every 2 weeks. Okay. So you get a new experience every 2 weeks. Okay. So start with a message from your curator and enjoy your experience. And grab one single. Okay. Could not be. Nope. One more try. Could be something at stake. Could not be. Roots. Dude named Damian Masters. He did all 3 of these. And those are connected to Harriet Tubman. Stories of underground legends. You know what I'm saying? If you a legend, if you know somebody that's a legend, get in contact with me. This won't be the last time I put together an exhibit like this. This just to let everybody know what's going on, what's happening. We're gonna keep stuff like this flowing. These images are, different historical figures. Some you may know, some you may not know. Every once in a while, I will be uploading new things to the QR codes. The QR codes will remain the same, but I will be adding stories. So you will get a series of stories by the time these 2 months are over, from a number of different poets, other musicians, and things like that. So hopefully you enjoy the experience. Hopefully, you get a better liking, for storytelling. Maybe your own idea, of storytelling, your own perspective of being able to tell a story, or storytellers, whoever these people may be around you. So, what is another thing? Oh yeah, I asked everybody to get a color pencil, one single color pencil. Did anybody get more than one? Good, great. I didn't want to have to call anybody out saying anything. But yeah, one color and pencil. So a friend of ours, Cedric Harrison from Wilmington, North Carolina, he has a book called Wilmington in Color. And his book, Wilmington in Color, is highlighting a number of historical figures from Wilmington, North Carolina. So he has part 2 of his book that is now out. There are sheets in the back. The reason why I asked everybody to get a single color pencil is because everybody will color a part of that photo. Not the whole thing, not half of it, not a quarter of it. Just a smidgen, a piece. This is going to be a collaborative effort. So all of the colors together will be a representative of everybody's energy that entered this gallery. We are all underground legends, so that is going to be our legendary collaboration, through Cedric's work, at the end of the day. So yeah, enjoy the living room, enjoy the rest of the exhibit. Like I said, the QR codes will constantly be updated, so check back once a week, bi-weekly, whatever the case may be, and come enjoy the experience.
Nice.
Really dope. Really dope. So T, explain to us, or not explain, but tell us the passion that you have to want to give back to the community. What is fueling you?
I just want to see things done right, essentially. It ain't even really no deeper than that. And one of the ways that I feel like I can do that is because I am an artist. Then there's the part of one sector of my community is the artist community. And one of the ways that I want to see artists treated better is being paid fairly. So whether I'm connecting my friends who are artists to another space where something is happening, I'm always gonna be in the space of making sure they are getting paid what they worth, because I do that for myself, and if I'm bridging gaps with other artists, I want that done, for them. And or paid more than what they might even be asking for. But another way is so one of my ways of giving back is in the space where I have resources. We have a water company, Live Alkaline Water, the best hydration in the nation. So because we have this water and we know there's a Flint, Michigan like crisis going on in our own community, we have a situation going on where we do water giveaway. Haven't done one in a while, but it's something that we are returning back to. And looking for other partners to expand this, to be able to give away more water, but I just want to see things done right, and I feel like, if I have, something that is beneficial to me, if it can be beneficial and if I can find a way to make it beneficial for other people, I want to extend that. Me and one of my, my partners before he was moving back to the States, one of our conversations, because I'm also a teacher, I'm like, I don't know which one of these young men that I teach, might meet my niece or my or anybody that I'm connected with. So I have to continue to pour good into everybody, because that karmic cycle could be them meeting somebody that's extended, and connected to me. So it's a lot of different intentions within why I like to give back, but I just want to see things done right, essentially.
Okay. So I gotta say this, because I done so many shows and so many events in the Greensboro Cultural Arts Center. I recognize those stairs, it is amazing to me how many artists and how many things have been birthed out of that center in the culture in Greensboro. And Greensboro, North Carolina is really a hidden gem in the North Carolina because for the uninitiated, one would think, oh, we're going to go to Charlotte or we may go to Raleigh. And, Greensboro for the arts is kind of where it's at, especially, and not just for just music, but for visual arts, for just about everything. So, and even access to college radio. Shout out to North Carolina A&T, shout out to Gifford College, shout out to Bennett, shout out to Greensboro College. My question to you, just North Carolina to North Carolina, what's your favorite spot to eat in Greensboro?
It's a spot called Ben's Boys that's on Friendly. It's a newer spot.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. And their family, they own a spot in Jamestown. I can't even remember I think it's called Sid Will's.
Yes.
Yeah, that's where I first had them, and then they opened up Ben's Boys, and that's one of my spots.
See, I peeped already. He wasn't going to go with like a chain. He knew some people knew some brands.
Yeah,
and Ben's Boys is that business. I thought he was going to say Stephanie's, but that's all right though.
Stephanie's one of them ones, but like Ben's Boys been it.
Yeah. No lies detected, brother. No lies detected.
It is definitely God's will that you are in doing this show tonight, D-Ray. That was one of the realest questions.
Look,
I have walked
expecting that question, with the build up.
But the thing is, I have walked where this brother is walking.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? And to be an artist in an environment that encourages art, it is something that just. And then also, Greensboro has a really, really strange history. That if you are a creative and get connected to it, it's almost like it transforms you into a revolutionary. No matter, not just saying that you're gonna get out there and march or that you're gonna do this, but just the way you talk, the way you build, the way you treat people, and the way you network. It's just all love.
It's an undeniable energy, especially if you ever cross the campus of A&T.
Absolutely.
Just with it being a HBCU itself, but with the Greensboro 4, having been there, with all of the different things that have happened in Greensboro, they call it the Gate City because in order to get to these places like Atlanta and so on and so forth, even from 95, you merge onto 85 through the Gate City and continue going. So that itself just has a different type of energy, but yeah, for sure.
All facts.
That's good.
That's hot.
Go ahead, Mike.
But when it's your turn. No, when it's your turn, I'm surprised. But when it's me, man, you stole my question.
All right, well, see, okay, this is your type question. This is definitely your type question. So getting back on the on the rap side of things, on the rap side, the rhymer, the dope rhymer side of things, right? Think about this, T. Walker. What is or do you have a dream collab, past or present, a producer, another artist, somebody who you would want to collab with that's like amazing to you?
Before he answers that, Veep, I know a rapper in Dallas and I know a rapper in Vegas.
Yeah.
And we definitely got to link him with.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
My dream collab. Man, I got so my top 3 dream collabs that I wish could have happened. I definitely wish I could have, gotten in there with Hendrix. I wish I could have gotten in there with Marley. And I wish I could have gotten in there with X, for sure.
Ooh. Wow. Jimi Hendrix.
Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh, I would have never even thought about him on the guitar.
I love performing with the band. So like
him creating the whole like a live with them dudes.
Oh yeah,
what?
that's fire.
That would be
What's this? Y'all hear me okay? I'm hearing some kind of.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
You're good.
But yeah, that man, that's dope. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I would find that would be a dope tour. You know what I mean? With Hendrix and Marley.
Right.
But
Marley.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Okay.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Don't get me wrong. I love me some Jimi Hendrix. I love me some Bob Marley. But that would be a show that I don't know if we could actually get out of standing up.
You wouldn't.
I mean, like it would be real thick up in there.
Nah, that's gotta be at a festival where like you
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
That's got to be like the real Dreamville. Yeah,
for sure.
for real.
Definitely.
Or X.
What?
So I tell you,
Yeah, man.
I'm sorry. I was gonna say, I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and play his next freestyle he has, and then we'll come back and chop it up with my man T Walker. This one is called Diet Coke Freestyle.
Oh, that's good.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Yeah, call him Pusha T Walker. Get a hit of this shit, it's awesome. Right where I left you's where I lost you. And cycles get exhausting. And because I love to smile, I'm steady flossing. I'm caught up in the growth. And it's time to harvest, then reseed the garden. Self-sufficient vision, baby, this shit is rewarding. Hard work, smart work, and I dream in color, call it artwork. Gallery of thoughts, glowing in the dark. Neon guts, yup, illuminating hearts. Fuck around and beat the odds just to get even. Then I hit the swish and hustle back on defense. A billy on my vision board, I'll make you all believers. Who wants to be a millionaire Regis? All gas when firing up the engines, a double life sentence. What? As if a nigga can double life. Living but ain't living right. Something getting left behind. Digging through my thoughts. Yeah, you see it's a gold mine. A lot of men on pause. Thinking with a bitch's mind, it's surely time we realign. Can I use a lifeline? Do you want a revolution? Culture full of pollution, whitewash diluted. He wanna be a shooter, Steph Curry floater. Mind stay golden, a warrior's devotion. Increasing serotonin, I'm focused, I'm zoning. I'm gone and a surgeon at work like a surgeon. I'ma show you about walking in purpose. Eyes are the windows to the soul, closed curtains. Real ones fuck with me. I don't give a fuck who don't. Don't get your stepper stomped. Be simply just a stepping stone, a stepping show. Divine times 9. I ain't Greek though, a freak flow. Get the bucks, then watch them all stack up. I'ma need a Mac 10 and a Mac truck backing up. I'm laughing, I'm bagging up. I don't really brag enough. I don't see nobody passing us. I'm passionate and rational, irrational and magical. Moving God frequency. You ain't seen the peak of me. This is just a piece of me. As I move peacefully, exposing the new G in me. G-O-D, B-O-D. Why must we hate when we elevate? Don't you look like me? Breathe the same air I breathe, but know that you ain't rare as me. Compare me. Spider-Man looking at Spider-Man, you seen the meme. A few of us done seen the team. Dream Hakeem when it comes to this footwork. You can't walk in these shoes. You ain't seen how I move. Yeah, you done seen me lose. Hope you see me bounce back. I ain't finished bouncing yet. I ain't finished counting yet. I ain't finished counting checks. I ain't finished guiding steps. I ain't finished breaking necks. Take a look at them. Spectacular vernacular. On the beat I'm spazzing. I ain't nothing average. Ha. Call on Pusha T. Hey look. Call on Pusha T Walker. Get a hit of this shit here, it's awesome. Yeah, what I say? Awesome. Yeah. Get a hit of this shit, is awesome. Right where I left you's where I lost you. Psycho, man, whatever. That might be it. Hey, look. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Facts. And more facts.
That was dope. I mean, he just dropped somehow, but he'll be back. Yo, that track was love, man.
You know, that's the unofficial anthem of blast music. Yesterday's prices are not today's prices.
They not.
That is our line, like our motto. We throw that all the time.
All the time.
Can I establish something? Possibly, can I establish something? I don't know if this should be maybe. I don't know if we want to make that public, but how about you know how when there's a like a home improvement show, they say, "Oh man, that's like a full hammer job, man. That's a hard one." Oh no, that's pretty easy. That's like a one hammer job. You know what I'm saying? So how about we have a 4 rewind joint, or maybe it's just like a 1-time rewind joint. You know, for me, how many times you want to rewind? It's like, yo, wait, go back. What he say? What he say? Yo, it's a rewind joint. It's 4 times. A 4 rewind jammy. You gotta rewind. Wait, go back again. Go back again. We gotta hear that.
You know, Mike, I was really scared that was gonna be corny, but you actually are on to something.
Yeah,
you might need
I
to
know
do
that.
Like the Sources did, like 4.5 mics. We could do 4.5 rewinds.
That's right. Yeah, they did that. Yep. Gotta hear that again. Run it back. Run it back.
Run that back, V.
Again.
Go.
Hey, you want me to run it again? I'll run it again.
Let's go.
Oh, for real? Okay, yeah.
We can do this.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Yeah, call him Pusha T Walker. Get a hit of this shit, it's awesome. Right where I left you's where I lost you. And cycles get exhausting. And because I love to smile, I'm steady flossing. I'm caught up in the growth. And it's time to harvest, then reseed the garden. Self-sufficient vision, baby, this shit is rewarding. Hard work, smart work, and I dream in color, call it artwork. Gallery of thoughts, glowing in the dark. Neon guts, yup, illuminating hearts. Fuck around and beat the odds just to get even. Then I hit the swish and hustle back on defense. A billy on my vision board, I'll make you all believers. Who wants to be a millionaire Regis? All gas when firing up the engines. A double life sentence. What? As if a nigga can double life. Living but ain't living right. Something getting left behind. Digging through my thoughts. Yeah, you see it's a gold mine. A lot of men on pause. Thinking with a bitch's mind, and surely time we realign. Can I use a lifeline? Do you want a revolution? Culture full of pollution, whitewash diluted. He wanna be a shooter, Steph Curry floater. Mind stay golden, a warrior's devotion. Increasing serotonin, I'm focused, I'm zoning. I'm gone and a surgeon at work like a surgeon. I'ma show you about walking in purpose. Eyes are the windows to the soul, closed curtains. Real ones fuck with me. I don't give a fuck who don't. Don't get your stepper stomped. Be simply just a stepping stone, a stepping show. Divine times 9, I ain't Greek though, a freak flow. Get the bucks, then watch them all stack up. I'ma need a Mac 10 and a Mac truck backing up. I'm laughing, I'm bagging up. I don't really brag enough. I don't see nobody passing us. I'm passionate and rational, irrational and magical. Moving God frequency, you ain't seen the peak of me. This is just a piece of me. As I move peacefully, exposing the new G in me. G-O-D, B-O-D. Why must we hate when we elevate? Don't you look like me? Breathe the same air I breathe, but know that you ain't rare as me. Compare me. Spider-Man looking at Spider-Man, you seen the meme. A few of us done seen the team. Dream Hakeem when it comes to this footwork. You can't walk in these shoes, you ain't seen how I move. Yeah, you done seen me lose, hope you see me bounce back. I ain't finished bouncing yet, I ain't finished counting yet. I ain't finished counting checks, I ain't finished guiding steps. I ain't finished breaking necks, take a look at them. Spectacular vernacular, on the beat I'm spazzing. I ain't nothing average, ha, call on Pusha T. Hey look, call on Pusha T Walker. Get a hit of this shit here, it's awesome. Yeah, what I say? Awesome. Yeah. Get a hit of this shit is awesome. Right where I left you's where I lost you. Psycho, man, whatever. That might be it. Hey, look. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Facts. And more facts.
It's Thanksgiving dinner, man. It's Thanksgiving dinner. It's Thanksgiving dinner. You don't get one plate. You don't get one plate. You gotta go back.
Hey, everybody in the comments, everybody that's watching, put in the comments how many rewinds that gets.
Yo.
Hey, T Walker, I'll tell you for a fact. Blast has been, at least our podcasting has been now going on 4 years. There has not been one artist that got to hit the golden rewind button. You earned that today, my brother.
Respect. I take that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, man.
that says a lot.
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
do have a question.
Yes,
As far as your beat selection, what type of producer do you gravitate towards? Because I hear elements of boom bap, I hear a little bit of that West Coast, little bit of it, little smidget of the Midwest. Shout out to Slum Village and Jay Dilla,
No doubt.
and a little bit of the South. So where is it? Where do you gravitate towards when it comes to that?
It really just depends on my mood, you know. You feel me? Because I'm
You can tell.
a part of all that, you know. But I really like jazzy, you know, type storytelling type beats, you know. So I like to, you know, blend some boom bap with some 808s, you know, type vibe. I like, you know, beats that sound kind of spooky, you know, sometimes. And beats that I really wanted to do like an authentic like mixtape, you know, back when, you know, there you had a DJ. So I had my man, you know, Professor X, from here in Carolina, you know, as a touch to it. And then, you know, I was just finding like the beats that I wanted to, ones that I felt like were raw, ones that, you know, artists had killed that I knew I could, you know, do my thing on. Some of my favorite tapes were the Clue tapes, was Dedication 2, was Drought 3, like Gucci Man tapes, you know what I mean? So like I'm from all of that, you know what I mean? I had Kanye tapes, like, so when I would listen to College Dropout and Late Registration and hear some of those songs from those tapes, like all of that. But like that's kind of what I was wanting to put together with this experience of the mixtape.
Yeah, it is an experience. It all flows together.
For sure.
It flows like all together like that.
For sure.
For real.
So T, I know we're trying to cram all these wonderful things you do within an hour, but I want you to take the time to tell us about Heavy Energy University. Tell us about that.
Yeah.
So Heavy Energy University, I built the website because I ain't had the money to pay somebody else. So I taught myself how to do it, and that was my school. Me teaching myself.
That's what's
so
up.
Heavy Energy was the name of the entity that I was, you know, creating. But I added the university because like I self-taught myself how to do this thing and how to do everything that was coming with that site. And I was like, you know what, I want this to be like a school where you can go get the merch, you know, or go to the gift shop rather, you know, or come get my music, or go to the music department, you know, and other things that I was, you know, thinking of adding to it. So I called it Heavy Energy University, you know. And as an entrepreneur, I'm a serial entrepreneur. So there's so many different things that I do, and all those things find themselves as a home base within that university. So, you know, that's what it is.
So tell us, give me 1 second, fellas. Tell me about the alkaline water that you do as well.
Live alkaline water, the best hydration in the nation. Black-owned water from black-owned land. You might as well get it from a black man or a woman, depending on who you see. But right now, you got me. Our motto is eat right, drink right, you'll begin to think right. So, you know, during the pandemic, you know, while we weren't able to travel and be places again, me and my brother, we have been, you know, talking about farming and agriculture and self-sustainability, but also introducing young people to it who didn't have the same responsibilities we had as adults, who could have more time to learn it and grasp it, possibly teach us and other people. And as we, you know, looking for this land and possibly plotting a documentary on black farmers, black farmer where there was water on a property and it was black indigenous family owned farmland. And it's so much history, you know, just about the story in the land itself, but it's a crystal mineral based body of land. So the minerals in the water is 100% natural, and the pH is balanced naturally, which is why it's called live, because it's coming from a living source. So live water, like that, even that title and everything, you know, has like energy in it, personality, you know. So, and that's that, you know, we don't do anything to the water other than bottle it. You know, the tank that's capturing it goes through a process of making sure like it's filtered, so you don't have anything, you know, in your water and bacteria is killed. But outside of that, like, the process is completely natural, and we try to keep it as natural as possible. And get it to the people. But we also host a festival property as well that's called the Alkaline Festival, so that people can have the experience of even being out there in that space. And it's 3 days and 2 nights of live music, yoga, meditation, camping, bonfire, et cetera. And it, of course, helps build, with the water, but that experience is to celebrate health and wellness through the arts, or at least educate it, so it's an entirely plant-based type of experience. But most of the people that attend don't live a plant-based lifestyle, so it's an opportunity for them to try new things while they come in to see a dope-ass performance, a live band or a comedian or a poet on stage, or they can go in the woods and hike, while drinking the best hydration in the nation. And it's a whole nother thing because, like, we built some showers out there, so that during the camping experience, people could shower there for them 3 days, but they are showering in the same water. Because we don't even think about the water that we showering in. Of course, we drink water, and we just have what we have. But like, our skin is also an organ, so we were focused on the organs inside, and not as much on the ones outside. But I just wanted that to also be an experience for people to like shower in it, as well. Whether the placebo effect takes effect, and people are like, "Oh my God, my skin is just glowing," or it actually glows, whatever the case may be. Because some of this stuff is mental, as well. But yeah, I wanted the festival to be a full experience, and its connection with the water to, holistic healing.
I was getting ready to talk trash and like, what did Yatkinville do to deserve this kind of festival? Now I know. So, no doubt.
For sure.
This is that whole experience. It sounds like something that some non-melanated people would spend lots of G's for a weekend to do. So explore that route. I know it's us. I know it's us, but there's a lot of them that want to be us. And we all know that's true.
We know it. They out here.
Yeah. There's some people that will, I don't know, man, may pay 5 G's for a weekend experience. Per person.
They do it every day. I mean, because I am also in this business of fast forward, I want to create retreats and things of that nature. I'm studying these other places that, like, how much do they even rent out the property for? How much do they have these retreats for? And things like that. Because that is like, something in the future.
Yeah. Everybody want to meditate, get away, get their mental health right. I caught one of your videos, man. Is when y'all was out there in nature, meditating and whatever. That whole going up the hill and all, man.
Yeah, we went to thing. I wish I could remember that spot. It's a mountain that I like to hike at. Out here in Carolina, though. I can't think of the name.
It's beautiful, man.
Is it Pilot Mountain? Oh, Hanging Rock.
Okay. I just recently got out to Pilot Mountain. It's a reggae organization. Some family of mine called 5 in Peace did a festival out in Jomioki, and it's 88 acres of open land. I took my ATV out there. Got during the festival, and that's how much space it was. I was able to get crazy on the ATV while it was reggae bands, and nobody could even hear me. But yeah, for sure.
That's fun.
Let's go ahead and wrap this up so we can beg for press passes.
Say less. Consider it done. Stamp.
No doubt.
Do y'all camp? Have y'all camped out before?
No.
Years ago.
I'm so city boy.
Y'all come camp out for the weekend?
Bro,
I'm so city boy. I'm certified.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna drink some of that water, bob my head, and I'm gonna be out.
I love the mountains. I do love the mountains. It's just that actually staying out there. Like, okay, brother, I trust you. We're like, yo, where's he at? I ain't going nowhere. Where's he at?
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna be able to see. We probably had a bonfire going all night.
Okay.
Here's my question, though, and I know we got to wrap up, but here's my question.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
where do you see yourself in the next couple of years? Because this is bigger than just I want to be on the radio, I want to be on the charts, I want to do this. Where do you see yourself in the next couple of years?
I'm gonna always probably, be touring, doing music, because I put together my own tours right now. I'm in the middle of a tour right now. But like, Lord, Lord willing, I have my voice, and until I transition, and I'm gonna continue to use it in that way. Whether it's speaking, I teach right now, so I do see myself like as a professor, teaching a hip hop based, class.
Love it.
And doing these retreats, curating art galleries, like that's what I want to do. But in that process, like I want to have like some of the students in connection to the colleges that I speak at or might have classes at. Like I want to train them to be their own gallery curators or whatever the case may be. But like, cause I want to have my own galleries in different places. I want, to be able to have a program to where they can come, come through me, get some gallery experience with me. And if they choose to open their own, or, continue to run this gallery, that we've run until you hire the next person. But I do want to kind of like create those different portals. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna drop this other thing on you. So I really love pizza, and I'm plotting a tour. But like, I really want to connect, pizza, podcasts, and poetry. So one of the things that I do is open up, or I plan to do is open up a pizza place, where I strictly hire college students, where they can come get their 4 years of experience as a manager or a chef or whatever the case may be. And by the time they go on, they have that experience already, but I also want to keep the energy in that space fresh as well. I love it. By having college students, who are also, because they'll be catering to the people they'll be serving, they'll be coming with their own ideas as well. And I'm not opposed to new ideas. I actually want to bring in people who will have ideas, who are, we have an aligned mission, where I don't even have to oversee the shit. Like, bet, let's do it. This location is trying out something new, so the Chicago location eventually tries it out, and then all of the locations do it, type of thing, because of something innovative that happened in Durham, with a student that's at North Carolina Central.
Love it.
That's a true creative.
That's where I see myself.
Your blood is creative. You can't do nothing but create.
Love it.
Sure.
Love it.
Yeah.
So T, please hang back while we close the show. We still want to chat with you a little bit before you take off. All right, brother?
Let's do it.
So Mike, what would you like to say before we head out, brother?
You couldn't ask D-Ray first?
Why you don't ask me first and then claim that whatever I say is yours? You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and go.
I love the reaction. I was fishing for the reaction. I know you too.
T. Walker, man, it was a pleasure meeting you, and you are a true testament of finding your lane. Right?
Oh yeah.
There's so many artists and wannabe artists that they try to sound like this or they try to sound like that, and you, brother, have found your lane and you are perfecting your lane, and so I salute you.
Yeah,
I received that and I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah, truly creative. Like I was starting to say before, that with it's not just the rhyming, it's not just the music, it's everything that just from the even your entrepreneurial concepts are creative. Mm-hmm. Everything that you are is set in your heart to do is creative, and that's honestly, that's the word. That's scripture. Everything I do is word based. And your pops is I'm guessing he's a Bible teacher as well, and so whatever your heart finds to do it with all your strength, do it with all your might, man. And just don't your voice is getting stronger and stronger. Everything's gonna come, bro. Everything's gonna come, because it's not for you. You're not doing it for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The marathon continues.
True that.
Facts.
Yeah. I truly appreciate you taking the time to hang out with us just a little bit But I believe this is the start of a big bridge that we can definitely find some collaborations, build some opportunities and whatnot. But we'll talk a little bit after this. But everyone else, thank you for coming to check us out. And as I always say, or rather, like Rakim says, it ain't where you're from, it's where you're at. So always keep it at the center. And we will see y'all next week. God bless. Peace.
Peace and love.
They used to jam in the center.